GameKO. Welcome back, coders, to another quick video. Today we're taking a very unique look at a feature that is exclusive to the Xbox in as broad of a scope as it is currently set up. I say that very specifically because PS4 has something like, or PS5 has something like it, but it's not quite nearly as robust or nearly as effective. I've tried both, and that is remote play. So for Xbox Series X and Xbox One and Xbox One X, there's a feature called Remote Play, and it allows you to fire this game up on your mobile device, your cell phone, either on the iPhone 11 or one of the many Android devices it supports, which is really awesome. So it has a wide range of support, and Remote Play specifically allows you to play whatever your Xbox is currently running on your phone device by streaming that video signal straight to your device. Now today we're just going to cover a couple different features of it, what's good, what's bad, what some of the quirks are about the service, and just to see if it works on both Wi-Fi and LTE. So first off, let's start with just the overall performance of the mode itself, Remote Play itself. I have to say I am absolutely blown away with the setup that I'm using. So first off, we just showed you a number of minutes of Wi-Fi connected remote play action. That is where it's going to work best because you have a high-speed connection on a consistent basis, you're not bandwidth limited, and you have low ping rates. All these things are really important because it has to do with input latency as well as that ability to stream that video to you as quickly as possible. Now, I am playing this on an iPhone 11. This is not the ideal way to play it. I want to make that clear. I'm an iPhone fan, but that does not mean that this is the best way to play it. In fact, the best way to play it would be on an Android device because there are some limitations currently with the Xbox controller connecting to the iPhone itself. They are going to be fixing this in a patch, but for now, if you want to connect your Xbox controller to your iPhone, it's not physically possible. It is currently only going to work with the old Xbox One controller. You need the if you have the Xbox Series X controller or a Series S controller, that will not connect yet to your phone in a fully functional way. It will connect, but it just won't work. So the way I have this to work around, and I will be talking about the performances you're seeing in the background shortly, the way I worked this out is all you have to do is connect the Xbox controller directly to your Xbox, so you still have it connected wirelessly to your Xbox, and click that remote play option, start streaming option on your iPhone 11 itself, which is through the Xbox app. Which is a great app, by the way. You should download it if you haven't already. So Xbox app, start streaming, keep the controller connected to your Xbox. It will give you a little warning. You'll just say continue anyway, and it will honestly improve just overall consistency and everything like that. The only time you're going to run into issues is if you have to go in another room. Now with an Android device, you don't have to do that. You can connect it straight to the phone. You can stream everything straight through there. So as long as you have a good Wi-Fi connection, you can literally play it from anywhere. This does not have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. This does not have to be on anything like that. That's why LTE works. So I also tested out LTE on a Verizon network to see what the speeds were. I was getting about 20 megabits, 25 megabits per second at my house, which is not amazing, but it's also only at 3 bars. That being said, you're seeing the gameplay on screen of the LTE footage. It is definitely playable. It's not ideal, but when you're on Wi-Fi, you're going to get close to 60, if not all the time, with just a handful of stutters here and there with if you have any sort of connection drops. And then LTE, because of that slower bit rate, it's going to be a little bit more pixelated, but more often you're just going to feel stutters. That's what tends to happen. 60 FPS games tend to feel a little bit better because that input lag is less noticeable because the delay actually doesn't end up impacting it as much. But if you're going to be playing precision shooters, I'm going to say that it's not the best way to do it. So if you just continue to watch the footage in the background, you're going to enjoy a lot of the crispness of the visuals. It streams to your phone at 720p, which, to be honest, when you're looking at it on a mobile device on one of those controller attachments, which I bought and I will be reviewing in a future video, it's not going to be as big of a deal. So that's kind of the big thing here. Quality of visual content, you can see it's absolutely top-notch, looks great. The responsiveness of the controller and phone interaction, totally great. I haven't heard any complaints for any Android users. I don't currently have an Android device besides an old tablet they're working on, but that also worked really well. I tried to do it with the PS4 controller, which technically will work, by the way, if you have a PS4 controller. It's just button mapping gets a little strange. So you'll have some issues with the button mapping, but outside of that, it'll be completely playable. But just in general, then the last portion is just the simplicity and ease of use. So far, so good. I have used this as kind of my cool second screen, almost Switch-like experience. Anytime I want to play some Gears on the go or finish up a side quest in Cyberpunk, I've just popped this up on remote play while my kids have the TV, and I can fire up my Xbox from anywhere in the house and play it pretty seamlessly. And my Wi-Fi is plenty fast enough. I have a 300 megabits down connection, which hovers between 250 and 300 megabits all the time, and its upload speed is 30 megabits per second. So if you have anything close to that, honestly, even 100 megabits per second is going to do just fine. You should be completely capable of playing this. I will hopefully make an update video once I hear that Apple has updated their phones to allow for that Bluetooth connection with the Xbox Series X controllers. That does seem to be on their end. Microsoft has stated and Apple has confirmed. So keep kind of a focus out for that. But otherwise, I'm just going to let this play in the background. You can get a good idea as to how this is running, how this is playing, what my experience was by just seeing the steadiness or the hitches. You're not going to know exactly what that feels like, but I can tell you that it doesn't feel a whole lot different. So I think you'd be happy with the experience. Overall, I highly recommend it. Take a look at the remote play feature on the Xbox Series X specifically. I think it just is an absolutely wonderful addition to an already great suite of things because you can use things like quick resume and all that stuff. Anyway, that's all for me today. Make sure to like the video. Please comment below with what your favorite game is to play on remote play, or if you've gotten a chance to try it. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and as always, stay classy, coders.
Scorpio, up and over. The villagers stole them, potted them, changed them. They wanted to change me too, Keegan.
It's okay. You're safe now. We've got to signal Zach. Let him know where we are.
Scorpio, I'm seeing a flare on Bahanu. How the hell did you get off of Wailehi?
Long story. Anna's hurt. We need a stretcher.
Copy that. Hang tight, on my way.
Where?
All I got.
Where are we?
All the way back on Pahanu.
Never attack the swarm of Pahanu. We can combine it with the toxin I was sent from New Hope. Hopefully someone here can fill us in on what exactly that acid is and how to get it.
Still have to find a better way to the heart of the hive.
Yep. I'm working on a solution to that too. Is there another objective I'm not aware of?
Just taking in the sights, sister. That's how we do things here with Team Scorpio.
Oh, right.
To this door, Scorpio. Give me a hand.
Peaceful.
Never thought I'd see where my family came from. Even with all the stories and memories she shared. Brad never told me why she left.
Any of your family still live here?
Distant relatives, I'm sure. Guess I should introduce myself. Feels like an odd way to reconnect, you know? Marching in, middle of the night.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be given a warm welcome. Not every day a band of armed soldiers wanders into town.
Well, hopefully they'll be understanding given our rather dire circumstances. Is that music?
Sounds like quite a party. Everyone must be gathered in that hall over there.
Couldn't think of a better way to make our entrance. Come on then.
Oh, well, that's one way to make a great first impression.
I wonder what they use this space for.
Workshop? These islands are known for their carvings.
Bridge is knocked out. Need another way in.
Hey, you can't just walk in.
Just trying to find the quickest way to the hall.
Hey, stop it!
So, Hannah, didn't mean to ask. You any relation to the coal train?
Right. Because every coal is related to Augustus.
Nah. Was just curious is all.
Get the sense you hear that question more than you'd like to.
No, it's okay. I like my dad. I mean, yes. He's my dad. Just please, please don't ask me about Thrashball. I find it tedious.
Augustus Cole. Know I saw him play, but that ain't what I remember him for. Man to legend. The true definition of the cog frontline hero.
Yeah, not wrong, Keegan. That's Everyone sees in my father. I wanted to be just like him. A lot of people find it hard to believe, but at home, the coal train, quiet man. His introspection about the war kept me far from the military. He wanted more. That's what I fought for, baby. Dad said, one serum, education, could do more to turn the tide of war than a single grip with a gun ever could.
You mentioned your degrees back when we first met. That's a lot to know for a kid.
Yeah. Mom was always buying me books. Books for my birthday, books for special holidays, and books about my ass.
Interesting.
No, I loved it. I think it was a distraction to keep me away from what my dad was interested in.
War.
Sports. And I still don't want to talk about thrashball.
How'd you meet Hoffman?